New global patch notes just dropped, so let's talk about everything that's dropping tomorrow for global, or not just tomorrow, but also next week, because the PvP game mode that is supposed to be dropping is actually dropping next week on the 21st. But Margaret is the banner, and well, a few things. The character itself is going to be very specific if you're going to want someone or not. There's only one function for the character, and it is the snake demonic beast. So if you've been struggling, it might be helpful. But I will be honest, right? She only works with goddesses, pretty much. Because her passive is for every ally goddess increases basic stats by up to 40%. Or it's going to be 4 players, so up to 40%, right? It's going to be for each ally, it's going to be 10%. So an extra 40% basic stats for all your team. And that's the gimmick, right? You're going to want to be using goddesses. So if you don't already have like a high duped Mael, you know, stuff like that, it's not even like you can use her. Like, if you want to be using like other good characters for the beast, like Tyr or Freyr, you can't use her. Like, it is a goddess thing. You know, for each time she uses a blue card, increases damage by up to 45%. True goddesses as well. She's a goddess only. So if you don't already have like Freya's Holy Relic, you know, to make her a goddess, either Freya, right? Either the green or the red Freya, it's not going to work with her. So it's like, do keep that in mind before summoning. This character is for the snake, but is very specific. I do believe, you know, there are teams that you can do without Mael and stuff like that. I do believe you can swap out Mael for like Red Tarmiel. And it can still work. But you know, do keep that in mind for sure. You can probably do it without Freya if you don't have her relic yet, and maybe like if you have Mael, right? Like Mael, Margaret, Green Liz, and like Tarmiel or Red Sauriel for the stats. And Red Tower's relic gives like how much basic stats? Up to 40%, okay. And then no, with that team you can probably like floor 1 into no problem, maybe even 3, and then get enough to make Freya's relic, and at that point then with Freya you can make it much more easily, or you can beat it much more easily alongside Margaret. But you know, do keep that in mind for sure. So you need to evaluate if that's something you need right now, because with demonic beasts, like, you really look at it, how many relics are they even pumping out? It's not, wrong thing. It's not even that much, right? You look at Snake, let's say you want to make like Melascula's relic for PvP, and maybe like, you know, Zeldra's not even a relevant character anymore. Like Freyr or Astarosa. If you're just beating floor 1, you're getting 3 per week. With time, you'll get there, you know? So, unless you're in a big hurry, I'll say this banner is worth skipping. But if you do really want to beat the snake, then, you know, it's going to be for your own individual need. The only other character from this banner that's honestly relevant is Green Easton. Everybody else is sort of irrelevant. This Green Liz is literally free. Everyone that starts the game can get her for free from the beginner quest. This Mono sucks, this King sucks, this Little sucks, this Red Little sucks, she sucks, you suck, like everyone else sucks. So, you know, you're gonna get a free multi for her from these missions right here. Obviously do the free multi, but other than that, unless you really need for the snake, you really want those relics now, you know, or at least as fast as possible, then honestly, I don't see there's a point in summoning. So, other than this, obviously there's new PvP game mode, and I like it. I'm going to show right now the team that I've been using right here. You know, if you can copy when the game mode drops. But the game mode is only dropping on the 21st. It's not dropping tomorrow. After the next PvP reset is when it's dropping. Let's actually take a look right now. What's the... I'm at top 46 right now. The top guy is at 4,000. He's been grinding. 4,400. He's also using the same team, I think. Yep. Same team. If you go down... This guy's using Roxy, which I wish I could see him play. So the two main teams are like Ascanor. Ooh, this gives you mono. Interesting. Should allow Ascanor to crit more, I guess. LR Ascanor and that tier team seem to be the true ones. Yeah, this is the one that I've been using as well, that most people are running. Maybe something else is going to come up that someone might find, but for the time being, those are the true meta teams of this new game mode. Obviously, like I mentioned, you know, the game mode is fun because characters have a certain cost, and you know, it's largely due to how good they are, but some of these are very strange. Like Blue the One costs 860 out of 5,000, right? You have 5,000 you can spare, you can spend. 860 out of 5,000, but then you go over to Summer Merlin, she costs 620. Like, how can Summer Merlin be cheaper than Blue the One Ascanor? It makes no sense, but definitely, you know, if they're gonna make this game mode a rotating thing, you know, right now, obviously they're gonna be permanent, where like, you know, every 2 weeks, this is a 2-week thing. The top 1% players get like 100 gems. That'll be like too much, but if every like 2 or so months this game mode comes back with like different costs, so it's like a different meta every time, maybe they do like a better revision of what characters should be what cost, that'd be great. I think this game mode is very, very cool. New game modes, like PvP has been in need for new game modes, and this is a really great one. If they can, you know, come up with other stuff as well, that'll be really cool. What else is dropping this week? Not much. Login with some goodies, I guess I can show, but there's not much. This is like a, I wouldn't say dead week because there is a banner and the PvP game mode is really fun, but it's definitely like a transition week from coming off of a bigger celebration like the Demon King, that we're just still getting tickets for. Like, this is the login bonus, some pendants, some mats, you know, stuff like that. Definitely coming off of, you know, a big celebration like Demon King, and we're probably getting a collab soon. You know, if you didn't watch one of my videos recently, we got the files, some collabs, or some files for a new collab. So we're probably going to be transitioning to that. Also, there's this game mode where you use a dart, then you throw it at the balloon. It's something. It's takes forever. I don't know why they decided to put this game mode in the game. It's kind of like you're playing Dokkan Battle, you know? Hey, tiny wings. And you just keep on doing this. There's like power-ups or whatever. Like, I don't have any right now. But there's one that if you like go on the blue and then all the blue pops in the field. You know, not the most inspiring thing ever, to be honest. The another game mode that I'm not a big fan of is this one, where you do like a daily thing. I only hate it because I play JP, so I need to go and translate every time. If I played Global, I wouldn't mind it, but then you craft the thing and then you do the thing on the thing. This has been a game mode or a mini game for like ages, so you guys probably know how it works by now. And last but not least, final boss Twigo is dropping. I'll make a video on how to like get top position, but this is not a hard final boss. It's an extreme. So this is like my heart grind team. So you can just go in with like AoE characters and just fast farming on this is like super easy. At least that, you know. Like I'll just show the team that's on top. This is the top team. It's just like unknown with super high stats. The annoying thing is that because the boss is so weak, you have to replace everyone's attack gears with C gears so that you don't just one-shot them, so you can do like the missions and stuff. And, like this score I have is just from autoing. Like this is like I just put on the team and I autoed to see what score I would get, and I've got top 2.3%, which as long as you get top 5%, you get like all the rewards. But I'll actually try and go for like, I don't know, whatever, top 1%, and then make the video out of it with the best team, and then some other options as well probably. That's pretty much it. Also, in regards to Hero Arena, Margaret does get added. I made a video about it. So every character that comes out essentially gets added to Hero Arena as a booster. I would not say that it's worth summoning for Margaret because of this. Like, if you're summoning for Margaret just to have her as a booster on Hero Arena, I would say that's a mistake. Because you can use the Goddess team with no booster, going second, no problem. And Margaret doesn't add up that much to it. It does, because the 20% all stats boost is a thing. But she's such a shit character outside of Snake that she's like a minus character on your team. You're only using her for the extra stats. So if you're thinking of summoning because you want to more easily beat Hero Arena with her, don't. If you're summoning for her for the Snake, okay, then I can see it. But for Hero Arena, no. So this one you're going to have to make your own decision on. But generally because of... honestly, characters like these being accessible from festival banners, especially, like this Margaret's probably going to rerun in festival banners in the future. I hate that she's a seasonal. Like, a seasonal should not be a character that's made for a beast, you know? It should be a more accessible type of character. It should be a true 42, like Tonar was. But whatever. You're gonna have to make your own call on this one. But, yeah.